hello. There's a bonus chapters section down here at the bottom. I guess we'll look forward to that later. Also, there's apparently only 8 chapters. I guess I have context now. Yeah. We get 2 balls, we get 2 recording ships. And we got whatever's going on here. It seems kind of straightforward. So basically one ship has to open this door so that the other one can hold the door open from behind the thing. And then the first ship can then come over here and press this thing so I can go up there. Then they need to both press those 2 things, which I think are both on this side of... What side of the wall is that one? I think the other wall doesn't get deactivated. I think they're just gonna fly over and press those 2 then. It shouldn't be that hard, so come over here. Ah. So it's going to be at least 3 recordings, I think. Because I need you to do this so I can even do the next recording. Oops. I'm gonna hang out here for a bit. Now you can be ordered to be there, because now I can re-record the first one, but now you're going to open this, so I get to go around. There we go. So now the 2 of those should be able to work in concert. Oh, the ball didn't fall in the hole. Tell you to go to there. I hope that their timing is like good enough to not fuck up. They'll have relatively little time, but I'm good. Okay. Yep. Yep, just had to leapfrog. But the fact that the barrier is closed at first means that the one that pushes the button in the first place can't finish the pattern until the second pattern that's being enabled by that helps it out for a bit. But not too tough. Nope, chapter 66 completed apparently. On one hand, only 2 chapters left to go, and the bonus levels. But on the other hand, those are frequently the hard ones, unless we're playing that one game that I played that wasn't very good. I forgot what it was called, but it was the most recent one of the Portal-likes that I've played, because there's a million games that are like Portal, in that you play a first-person, you play as a first-person person with a device of some sort. Chapter 7, The Roots of Song. There's so many games where you're like a first-person character solving puzzles with a hand-based technological device, and you're in a series of puzzle chambers, probably with buttons you press or something with blocks. But they probably usually don't involve portals. The last one I played was just so disappointing. It liked having like rewinding mechanics and stuff like that, or recording mechanics, but it just didn't have any more ideas after the first few levels. So like, for the entire like final 2/3 of the game doesn't really have any new challenges to throw your way. And it really just bucks right against the mechanical ceiling of how difficult it can possibly get. It's just such a bummer to realize that when you're like, oh, yeah, the premise of this game can't get any deeper than this apparently, or at least they don't know how to. What the fuck? Okay. Now the balls themselves have music? Why? What is that gonna mean? Did I put the music in the stand? Now it's broadcasting that everywhere? Ah. So in order to, what? Oh, geez. I keep thinking it's proximity based, but it kind of seems to be based on where you're pointing to some extent, which one you select. So there's moments where I'm like right next to something and I think it'll work based on that, but no. So now the warp works. Am I doing anything else, or was it just a test that I do the right one? That one requires 3. Assuming this doesn't work. Yeah, because that requires 3. Can I take 3 with me? Can I... will it go through the portal? It will. I don't know if there's a reason to take you with me or not. Oops. Keep trying to operate things based on proximity. So there's 3. I guess I'll just send the other ones with me. I don't know what's gonna happen ahead of us. It feels like I'm just permanently leaving those things behind and I can't reasonably take them with me. It's like that those parts of the puzzle just seem to be dead. I'm probably not gonna do anything with those orbs. This last one was not any of the correct songs, but it can operate this elevator. Okay, so that's the tutorial, I guess. What are they going to do with this one? So that's 3 and 4. That's 1 and 5. Is that an and or an or is the question? 3, 1, 4. This is 3. This is 3 and 4. Doesn't work yet. So it's and. Okay. Here's 5. So now if I get rid of 3 and 4, can't just tell them to roll off a cliff. It would save time. So now I can take 1 and 5. No, not you. God damn it. It's weirdly hard to order the one you want. What? I'm still... Okay. What's throwing me off, I think, is that when I'm near one of them, the audio plays, and that makes me think that I'm interacting with that one, because the selection circle is also green. So the thing that makes you select it is green. Or that shows you're selecting it is green. But also the music rings are green, so I can't... It's really making me not sure which one I'm interacting with. Because I'm not always carefully studying them. I'm often, like, multitasking and looking around. Okay. Oh, I didn't really need to take the other one with me. Oops. I'm taking it with me anyway. Get in there. Yay! Okay, so that one introduced the and mechanic. They killed him! 2, 3, 4, 3? There's 2 3s. Okay. Why? So if I activate 3 here, I'll gain access to the next piece of the level. Oh, wait. That's not how that part works. There we go. And over here... die. I'm gonna want 3 and 4. That discordant muzak. Oh, right. 3 and 4. My dumb brain just forgot the premise of this puzzle and was like, oh, I gotta take them over there. You don't take them to the portal. You take them to these things. 3 is already being used, so we probably don't need another 3 in play. Maybe, who knows? So this one requires 2. Which you are. I'm worried that there might be no additional complexity to this mechanic, and it might just kind of be a nothing chapter. We'll see. It's a little premature to think that, but I don't see what they're going to do with this mechanic. Like, the question is always, will it have something more interesting for me to do than what I already did in the tutorial? Which itself was designed to be a brain-dead thing because it's a tutorial teaching you the mechanic. Okay, so here's the struggle. I need 3 balls up here. And I have 1 right now. It's functionally my leftover ball. Come with me. Okay, I see what's going on here. So y'all gave me a second 3. Which should mean that I can take 4 off of its base and put 3 on there. Then this one that required 3, I can now take that one off of its base, and we'll just lose access to the first portal, which won't matter because I now have all the balls past that portal. 3 and 4. 2, 3, 4. Okay. I think we're going to take 3 back with us. So I need to use the first portal. I need to use the first player to make 3 work there. And what I just did is going to be how I get both of the 3s past there, but we're not ready to do that yet. This is 3 and 4. I'm gonna need to use 4. Was this last one? 2. This is breaking my brain a little bit. I'm just not fully keeping it all straight in my head very well. Fair enough. I'm just pretty sure intuitively that the solution will involve swapping out which one goes up here, because intuitively we need 2 to continue. We need 3 and 4 past here. So 3 is here. So my goal is to get the other 3 up here, which should be pretty easy now. So I think the idea is just to take you back and swap you with 3 now. Because I think I can solve this puzzle with just my own body and the 2 3s, because there's 3 light orbs up there, which I believe means that I only need 2 in myself. Pew, 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 pew. There we go. Okay. I was ready to eat my words, and I did. They did have more going on there. But I solved it. We got there. I took a break for dinner. Meow, 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 meow. Alright. Ooh. What's going on here? So now we're doing layered recordings and each one of these having its own mechanic. Okay, what's your deal? Ooh, that's what you sound like, loser. That thing will go there. Wow. And then that thing will go there. And that thing will go there. And that thing will go there. Okay, so I don't get to know what's happening. I can't see what's happening. Oh, Jesus. Okay, that's evidence of the dinner I stopped for. Ah, hiccup. Oh my god, my entire respiratory and gastrointestinal system is betraying me in this moment. All at once. Okay, so like you go there and go do that. And I'll find out what happens next when I actually get a chance to see. I imagine they're gonna have to switch back and forth. Yeah, so that's a 1, and I'm guessing the other one's the other one. Okay. It seems hyper convoluted at first glance, but it's probably pretty simple. Probably. Basically, you go here. Wee 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 wee, and then halfway through goes there. I'm gonna start over because I think I lost track of my segmenting. Let's do it in quarters. So you'll do the first quarter. Okay. The second quarter you fuck off. In the third quarter you come back. Die. And then you do the same thing, but you're gonna go straight for this guy. And then when the quarter starts, you're gonna come over here. Whoa. You're gonna fuck off for the third quarter. You're gonna fuck off for the... Pretty sure I did that wrong. Did I forget to swap in and out? So start off here. Second quarter, get out. That's when he comes over. Third quarter. I come back over here. I left too soon. Ah. I left too late. First quarter. Leave for the second quarter. Turn for the third quarter. And leave for the last quarter. I think it's throwing me off because it's just not that long each time. The timer's relatively fast. When I break it into quarters, it's like relatively fast as a timer. I hope that the rhythm just doesn't get too fucked up. Okay. Alright, they're definitely crashing into each other, so it wasn't perfect, but I had the gist of it. It's just there are specificities to the piloting experience that they're probably struggling with. Is that a fucking... We're sorry. You're called to not go through. So 1 and 5. 1, 4, 5. There's a 4 here also if you would like to use the wrong one instead of the right one. How do I do that? Okay, so there's a second one. Let's do a test run of what I have in mind. Drops me directly in there. So this part of the puzzle requires 1 and 4, 1 and 5, so 4. You. Come over here. Get in the mech, Shinji. I haven't seen that show. Boop. There we go. So that's piloting the end of the level. So my idea is to do that, but with the other robot. So I'm gonna fly over there and then pilot that robot to do a thingy. Oh god. Okay. Shit, fuck. Is that a problem? Probably not. So we're gonna do this. This will allow us to go leave and whatnot. Then I'll fly over here and hang out here on one of these marks. Basically. Oh no, I've set up an infinite loop. Okay, let's go to the other one instead. I'm gonna fly this one instead because then it'll, instead of dropping me on there and causing an infinite loop, it'll drop me in the hole. Which lets me reset. So now I reprogrammed this one to do the other roll. Your role is to hang out here. Oh my god. Okay, no, I do want the infinite loop because I can't trigger that over and over again. My goal is to reprogram this one so it no longer does that. And in order to do that, hopefully that's good enough. Alright. Yeah, we actually want the infinite loop, and I just want to, like, try to jump out of it. Because I'm going to reprogram the one that sends them here. So I won't be able to send them over and over again. Yeah, I dodged it. Because when I send one of them over here, I want that one to do that over and over and over and over again forever. We'll now send you over, and you should now end up looping forever. Then I have to time the other one so that it syncs up with the other one. It fucking missed. It fucking missed. It fucking missed. Brr, brr, brr. It fucking missed. Come here, you little punk ass. We both just died. I don't know. What am I even thinking of right now? Oh, I Want It All by Queen. I want it all, and I want it now. There you go. So now that should be on a loop. Oh, Jesus. Why do I have to have a fleshy body that does things? And then he goes and... That's not good. Derg Nurbit. Ooh doo 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 doo. Just start over. So I apparently set up an infinite loop where the thing doesn't activate the lightning somehow. So I fucked that up. But this part's pretty easy. You guys don't have to do this part. You could just carry the orb with you when you're doing the final part, but I can preemptively solve this part, and I feel cool for doing so. So I'm gonna do it again and again and again. Wow! There it goes. Okay, let's try this again, but gooder instead of bad. What if I was good at video games instead of cringe and shit? Oh, it's getting stuck in the lightning. Deep down in the fire with her. Shit. It's hard to see straight down. It's also a little harder to pilot when the lightning starts nabbing me and saying, "Go over here." What's happening? Oh, I'm hitting the ceiling, aren't I? Oh, Devon. 1 of 11. Another lost soul about to be mine again. Okay, so let's try this again. Instead of being bad and shit, it's gonna be cool and based. As the kids say. Alright, so we need... Oh, I'm a fool. Oops. I think I just have to sit through this entire loop every time it happens if I get stuck in it, because otherwise I'll break the recording. So that's the source of the lightning, and that's the destination of the lightning. I don't think that one doesn't... It doesn't lightning you. Because the first... I have to do it from that side. So I was actually fine the whole time, and I didn't need to fix anything. Waka waka! Okay. I guess I'll go fuck myself. It should have been actually pretty much fine. Instead of wondering or guessing, I really should just be locking onto that cross to make sure it works. But yeah, since I'm locking onto the cross at the end there, a floating spot, that should mean that it's working fine. And me thinking it wasn't working was just lies. Because yeah, the lightning comes from this side, then over to there. So the fact that I haven't set up the right one is why it's not hitting lightning. I thought the lack of lightning meant that I had missed somehow. But yeah, I'm literally going to a floating anchor spot that says where to go. So that was an undue lack of confidence. This was a due lack of confidence. I completely misjudged the perspective on that and didn't go into it at all. Okay, the idea here is I'm just going to want to come over here. I'll spend half of it in this. I'll spend the second half over here. Wait for it to expire. And the idea is just that I'll have to successfully send the orb, trigger it at the right time, so the two patterns more or less sync up. Which might be now. Yeah, they have a lot of overlap time, so it should be pretty easy. Wait, what's this? Oh, is it closed? Oh, it doesn't, it's not attached, okay. We're gonna go. God, you won't believe how good I am at video games. Basically a gaming god. You should spend, I should have $1 million for playing video games. Please. Please? Please? I'm just saying that they did the lease inspection, and I'm anticipating the fun part now where when we renew our lease for the first time, they raise my rent, so I just might need some more money this year, you know? And also every year forever, because that's how living in the United States works. Cool country. Pretty tree. Yggdrasil? No! It's Ragnarok! Shit's fucked. Meow 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 meow. Chapter 8. Into the Singularity. AI becomes self-aware and the world ends or something. I wasn't paying a lot of attention to that lecture, if I'm being honest. Hey, remember when Elon said the greatest threat to mankind is AI and we should regulate it and not do it? And then he made the worst AI. He immediately was like, just kidding, I'm gonna make a horrible AI that creates extremely illegal, illicit materials of child abuse to own the libs. And he just completely went back on his supposedly wise warnings about how AI is going to be really bad for the world. Thanks, buddy. Kind of gives Journey vibes with the big split mountain, yeah. Hello. A crazy looking level. What are we doing here? Kind of hanging out in an expanse. I'm just a little orb boy. I need no sympathy. Big thing go there, and then through there. Oh, this is gonna be a whole thing. Let's do this next episode before I have to stop mid-puzzle or something. That seems preferable. So I think I have to solve all the related puzzles, then come back here, and it might all count as one puzzle collectively. My goal is to go that way. So I just need to turn these bridges on. But how?